Good afternoon. This is Debbie McKeever, founder and owner of Strong and Healthy Temple, a virtual holistic health and wellness coaching practice servicing clients worldwide. It is a partly cloudy day today. It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, and thank you to those of you who have and who are serving. I wanted to talk to you today about expressing your truth or speaking your truth. Um, and I think it was Oprah Winfrey. I'm not sure if she originated it, but I know for sure she was the first person that I heard um, use this quote that if it's not a resounding yes, it's a no. So, in other words, if you're not 100% sure that you want to do it, or you're not 100% comfortable or 100% at peace with doing it, it's better not to do it at all. My grandmother used to always say, my maternal grandmother, she taught me, do whatever you have peace about. If you don't have peace about it, don't do it. And I think a lot of times we do things, or we are afraid to express our truths or express ourselves because we are afraid of what other people think, or we do it because we think we're supposed to do it, or we don't realize that other people have ulterior motives, or sometimes it looks like it might be, an a great opportunity. It might be an opportunity, for exposure, for money, or whatever you think the opportunity is. And, the grass might not be, as green as you think it is. So sometimes we do things for the wrong reasons. Sometimes we do things, based on emotion, which is never a good idea. But it's very important that, to speak your truth, to be very expressive, and to not go into anything that you're not 100% about. It's just like my grandmother and Oprah said, if it's not a resounding yes, it's the same as being a no. If you've got to think about it and mull over it and contemplate it and dot all the I's and cross all the T's and all that kinds of stuff before you consider it, you probably shouldn't do it. Usually, if something is right, it's just automatically a yes without even thinking. Like, even if you feel like you still need to sleep on it, because a lot of times I still like to, like, even when I know it's a yes, I'll say, well, just let me think about it, or let me sleep on it, or even if I'm trying not to look anxious or whatever. But and it is good to sleep on things. I'm not saying that. So it is good to think things over and make sure you have peace about it. But if at that point that is not a resounding yes, or if you don't have total peace about it, don't do it. I'm not saying, I don't want to get this confused, I'm not saying that it has to be like you saying yes to it right off the bat. You may need a couple of days to think over it or to sleep over it. But if after that is not a hell yes or a resounding yes, you probably it's a no. Basically, you probably shouldn't do it because you don't have total peace about it. And so I'm getting a lot better with protecting my boundaries and protecting my space, and being a little bit more rigid with people, because a lot of times when people want you to do things, they'll try to enforce what they want you to do upon you. They'll try to invade your space, invade your boundaries, mess up your schedule, try to be pushy. And I've even had people say, well, I'm not really trying to be pushy. Well, actually you are. you know, because you're not really giving me time to think about it. Well, it's just so hot, and if you don't jump right on it, this and that. And well, if the opportunity is not available after I think about it, then maybe it just wasn't for me. But if somebody's not really giving you time to think about something and they're putting pressure on you, it's probably not the right opportunity anyway. But just in other ways too, that is important to speak our truths and be expressive and not be people pleasers. If you let people know how you really feel about things. Sometimes we just say, oh, well, I'm just going to let, such and such have their way, not even try to talk it over and, come to some kind of agreement or compromise. You shouldn't let other people control you. You should at least the other person should be able, willing to at least, talk about it and come to some kind of compromise that you both can agree on. Because when you don't speak your truth, it actually causes you to feel like contracted and trapped and enslaved and oppressed. And that's it's not a very good feeling. Like, it can cause anxiety and depression even. So, it's important to speak up and say how you really feel. Say no when you want to say no, and say yes when you want to say yes. Do it when you want to do it, and don't do it if you don't really want to do it. There's like a yellow jacket flying. I'm hoping he doesn't come back. I don't have anything to swat him with, but it's just important to be expressive, because there's a liberation when you're honest with yourself first and foremost. There's just so much freedom in that. There's so much freedom in doing what you really want to do, and not letting somebody else put pressure on you and force you into something, or you talking yourself into something or whatever, and just really doing what you want to do and not worry about what other people think about it. There's just so much freedom and liberation in that. So let's just practice expressing our truths, even if in the beginning, and this is something that I have clients to do, if you're not real comfortable, because sometimes people will walk on eggshells with people, like people, for instance, who are in relationships with people who are narcissistic. A lot of times it's not really easy to be upfront with those kinds of people. So and not even being that extreme, if you're just not comfortable yet expressing yourself, try journaling it. Write it down, or type it up in your tablet or on your laptop or whatever. Try expressing yourself through writing or journaling it first, and that's usually pretty helpful. And then once you get comfortable with that, find your voice, express that fifth chakra, express your truth, and you'll find that it's very liberating when you only do what you have peace about. So anyway, that's a wrap on that. Thank you, as always, for joining me. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe to the videos, hit the bell icon for notifications. Thank you again for watching, and make it a great day.